What's shaking, y'all? Let's see. Today, I want to look at some automation things. Dumped a whole bunch of Magnetic Craft stuff that we probably won't need. I want to look at a way to automate a strainer. What do we have? I have, is it called a packager, I think it's called? Yeah, packager. Stop it. Just keep placing things. Yeah. 2x2 then 3x3. Is that the only thing you can do? 2x2 then 3x3? Shift picks it up because of carry on. Might need to take out carry on because I know you can do this more than just 2x2 then 3x3. Whatever. Crap. Alright, well, whatever. Let's see if it'll pull from a box. Plus, what's the recipe for this thing? Alright, good. I'm about to take the redstone out and give them something different. I'd like them to have this before redstone happens. Or be able to get it before redstone happens anyways. Box. Can this pull from... Oh, for the love of God. It's just non-stop raining in the freaking jungle. Stone, or actually rocks, and mulch. I think this thing needs power, I do believe. It's kind of funny how some of these things, like, straight up just ripped off, like, immersive engineering. I'm not sure if this thing needs power or not, but what sucks is that I can't set it to other settings, so this might need to, I might need to take carry on out of here. Blacklist carry on. Blocks that you don't want to pick up. This carry on folder is empty. Okay. Allow babies to be carried. Entities, max height, max width of entities that can be picked up in survival mode. Allow all blocks to be picked up, not just tile entities. Pick up all blocks. False. Arms should render on sides when carrying. Use whitelist instead of blacklist. Use whitelist instead of blacklist for blocks. Entities that cannot be picked up. The Animania Hedgehog. Can't pick up the Ender Dragon or a gas. Oh. What is you? Auto packager. Packager block. Yeah, sure. We'll keep that. So either this can't pull from here, or it just won't pull from here, one or the other. And that doesn't connect. Interesting. Interesting. How about... servo, right? Servo. What's shaking, Dav? That don't fit either. Why does this thing not... I've used this thing before. Why does this not hook up to anything? Nothing. I don't really have much else to use. What else does crafting? Assembly table. No, I had something else in here that did a form of auto crafting. Pretty sure I did. Doesn't like extra utilities have something like that? What's that? Voxel projector. I gotta hide all these Parasaurs. Dude, since you told me about this thing, I had no idea that I could do that. I've been just hiding everything. Everything goes bye-bye. I don't know what the difference is between hide and wildcard or whatever, but I don't know what wildcard is. I don't know what wildcard means, but whatever. Isn't there some kind of... not mechanical user, mechanical crafter? Go away. Does it have a magical boomerang in it already? Can this use... Does this thing need power? I'm assuming it does. Or maybe not. Just says always on. So if I do the... No, go away. What? What? Why? Why you no go away? Okay, now I'm completely confused as to why it's just a magical boomerang at all times. I have any idea why I get rid of the magical boomerang. What do I do with? That does nothing for me. Grafter's true. What the hell? How do you get rid of that magical boomerang in there? Why is that even in there? Is it all it does is just autocraft magical boomerangs? What if I do... Oh god. Okay, finally. Jesus. Can something else go in there? How about that? No? Can we do that? Why? Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? Yeah, you should probably go to bed, man. It's like 5 in the freaking morning for you or something, isn't it? Not to mention you barely sleep anyways. I don't think this thing needs power, but we're gonna hook it up anyways. Hey, look! Boomerang's back. That's good. It uses GP. Oh. Oh, it does say it needs. It does say grid power, doesn't it? All right. Yeah, but what's with the freaking boomerang? That's what I've been trying to figure out. Why is there a boomerang? And why won't it go away? Like, I can't... No, I didn't do anything to a boomerang. Boomerang. Apparently boomerangs are just magical, mysterious things. Can I just hide the boomerang and be like, screw you, boomerang? Why is there a boomerang? Constant, just a permanent boomerang. And why did it disappear at one point and then come back? It's extra utilities. Boomerang, it's right here. I'm just gonna turn it to false. I hit it, I got enough false, I did everything. I mean, I don't know if it would add that recipe or not, but I don't know why it would be boomerang. Why it would even be a thing that would be a boomerang. Like, why would something add a recipe that would be a boomerang from another mod? When I hover over the boomerang? Sure. This thing will probably crash because I was messing with configs while it was loading up. Just when you thought you've seen it all. Just extra utilities. Extra utilities, it's all extra utilities. I clicked it. I don't know how else to tell you, show you. But at the same time, I don't know how to get rid of it. I disabled it, and I'm hiding it, and it's still there. I mean, I don't know where else to look. This tells you everything you need to know about it, right? It's just all extra utilities too. Extra utilities too. There's nothing over here. When I click on recipe, crafting Minecraft, it just says air, apparently. Yeah. There you go. Magical boomerang. Material Stonework Factory puts out a magical boomerang. I don't know how that's a thing. Stonework Factory puts out a magical boomerang. Kaboomerang. I don't know what the difference is between hidden by wildcard and just straight up hidden, but I have it turned off. Vendor, extra utilities. I have it turned off. I have it to false here. And I'm hiding it. And I should probably just go ahead and freaking remove it from JEI too. Just do this. I'll just do everything. No, that'd probably be too many conflicts. It's too many things happening. It's already hiding it on JEI. Ah, shit. I wanted to not do that. I wanted to turn off the editor first. Oh well. I wanted to turn off the magic wrench first. I just want to automate gravel. That's all I want to do. See, at some point in time, I want the person to have the ability to make an airship. Now, the problem with the airships is that they all have, you know, limits as to how high they can go. So I had to eliminate, like, you can't even use half of them because they only go so high, because the world is already at 120 some odd blocks high where you spawn in, so you can't even use any of them. You build them, they just sit on the ground because they can't go that high, so they don't go anywhere. So I'd eliminate like half of them, so like you're stuck building like whatever's after emerald, because those are the ones that can go high enough to actually like clear some trees. Otherwise you'll just go like 5-6 feet off the ground, you know, 5 or 6 blocks off the ground. So I'm trying to make sure you can actually build one of these airships. And then I decided that I wanted to automate some stuff too. Yeah, so long, everything boomerang. Goodbye, boomerang. Oh my god, the rain. Please, just stop. Pool, stop the rain. No more boomerang. I still can't put anything in here. Wow, dude. Why is everything so broken? What is the deal with these blocks? You work. There's an air bubble. Is there an actual air block? Not cool. Not cool. So you need an empty hand for this, I'm assuming. No, I black... Why is nothing working? I just blacklisted you. Did I not tell it to use the blacklist? Because I put it in entities, didn't I? No, we're using blacklist. So false, false. Well, cool. So that block doesn't work. And the other block, I can't switch settings on, and I can't get anything to pipe into it except for maybe hoppers. So everything's been great so far. Everything's been awesome. Killing it so far. Hey, drink. I'll be back. Just kicked my computer. Take that, computer. Get your shit straight. I'm mad because now there's more mods in this now, so now it takes longer to load up. Thank you. Now I can switch the modes. Yay. You know what's funny? This thing. Bam. You can pick up the entire Steam engine. Is there something there? What is that? Multi-block gap. I don't like the sound of that. What is a multi-block gap? freaking... Dude. What is this crap? This is where I originally built the steam engine. Dude, there's so many weird things going on. Why? Are you still stupid? Why are you still stupid? Like, I don't know if this is a thing, or am I doing something wrong? Like, I've used all of these blocks before. What happened? Nothing. It's still borked. And then... then the random steam engine showed up. This needs an open hand, first of all. 2x2 only. Hoppers. I still can't get that other block, even though like I've done everything to it. Dude. Okay. Where's all my stuff? There's all my stuff. So if I put this in there and this in there. It's not doing anything. It's not doing anything. It's not taking anything, it's not giving anything, it's not doing anything. What? I don't understand what's happening. None of these blocks are working the way I'm used to them working. I don't understand. You can't hook up any pipes to it. I'm pretty sure it's just stick it in there and go. Where's the stick it in there and go? That's my favorite thing to do. Auto packager. Does have an energy cost. Energy cost applies only once per cycle. Do everything possible every cycle. Number of ticks between cycles when work is successful. So it does take energy. I knew that. Number of ticks between cycles when no work has been done. Key item for recipe. What is key item for recipe? Key item equals Minecraft redstone. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Do I need a lever or something? I doubt it. I still haven't written a recipe for chess yet. Oh, it's doing it wrong. It's making cobblestone. Cobblestone and Cobblestone and gravel have the same recipes, so I can't use this one. They're not the same recipe, but one has mulch and rocks, and the other one has just rocks. And this thing is just being completely retarded. I don't know why. Like, it's not doing anything that it's supposed to do. Machine. True. Sure. It looks like everything I could possibly find for it is true. So... Wall world. I don't understand why this would be a thing. It's an analog crafter. What does this thing do? Accessible from all sides. Huh. Never seen this one before. Eok, sure. Eok. That's what I wrote. Keep at least one item in each slot. Yes. Interesting. Can you feed into these things? Those don't seem to be doing anything. You're not spreading items evenly. Ooh, what is that? Down only. Wait, what? Up only? South only. What if I do this? Okay, it's not doing anything. That's because that's not a recipe. That is. Okay, this is a thing. What's the recipe for this? That's pretty cheap. I don't have a recipe for a chest yet, so we could use a box instead. Well, filters. Not fluids. Filters require redstone. I want you to have it before you get redstone. So we can make it, we can make it something pretty. We can make it spectrite dust. What you get from crushing diamonds? You know, one thing I want to know. There it is. Does this need to be piped in? Looks like it does. Okay, how about different pipes? How about you connect, you connect. You're pulling. Okay, so those pipes work. Alright, well this thing seems to work, so it seems to work with the pipe options that I have, so screw you, whatever your problem is, Mechanical Crafter. No idea what your problem is, but Analog Crafter it is. And it doesn't require power, so that's a good thing. Because you can have that before you have this, for sure. Ooh, I also want to know if it can be... Assuming it can. Piped in with a hopper. No. Yes, it can. Can you hopper out of the bottom? Yes, you can. Excellent. Okay, we have a winner, folks. We have a winner. Alright, so Analog Crafter, we're going to change the recipe for that. Crafting table and a lever. What mod is this? Extra utilities 2. No, 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 no. I really gotta stop doing this stuff like in the dark. What does that say? Analog crafter, no metadata, extra utils 2, okay. I have a hard time seeing my keyboard. Correct. Analog crafter. Yes. And we'll add that recipe. I'm going to close this. Get rid of you. Alright, now we just gotta take all the redstone out of the recipes. I still want to know what's up with that boomerang. How does it just not have a recipe? But yet has a recipe. Loading, finishing up. Okay, recipe, bam, wooden box. Yeehaw. So something needed. It doesn't need grid power, correct? It didn't need grid power. It might have needed grid power. Alright, so how do we know if it needed grid power? Can we find out if it needed grid power? It's not using grid power. Okay, it's not using any grid power. What is the recipe for grid power if we need it? It's extra. What is the recipe for that thing? Where's that thing? Not that thing. Why don't I see it? Why don't I see it? This, the manual mill. Where the hell is it? Why is it not on this list? That's because these are all borked and they're all the same. They're all the same. They're all the same freaking textures. Why are they all the same textures? It's like I don't see any of the mills. Did I download like a broken extra utilities? There's no updates available. I have the latest one. It's weird. Well, where's the freaking manual mill? Lunar, lava, water, wind, fire, creative, manual. Shows up alright. So that must be a JEI. I wonder if that's a JEI thing. That's fine. This can be stuck behind redstone. That's fine. I don't mind this being stuck behind redstone. Item ducts. Tin and lead. That's fine. Whatever. Servos need redstone though. Okay, so you can get the ducts, but you can't get the... Wait a minute. No, those are transfer pipes. What the fuck? Servos are still redstone. Okay. I think that's okay. Because you can automate things with hoppers. So pipes can be something that comes afterwards. It's fine. The sluice box, on the other hand, the sluice box needs something completely different. You can't pipe into this thing. You can use... I think it's the mechanical user. On each side. Shiggin Croyd, how you been, man? Random slot, upper left slot only. Use item on block. I believe it's... No, it's activate. Okay. Activate item on block. Alright. And then this one needs to have a water bucket in here. And there it goes. How are things over on the west coast? Alright, good. I got filter coal too. Oh god, that reminds me. I gotta do a recipe for that. Now the thing is, can these be made without... No, these need redstone, so droppers, I already switched it. Okay, I already made the dropper available. Resonating redstone crystal. I do not want to have to use redstone to make this. Cold and rainy. Yeah, it's actually cold and rainy here too. It snowed once. One day it snowed. What are these extra utilities? Yeah, okay. Analog crafter. Mechanical user. Go away. And then we're gonna do, let's see, what do we want to do? Oh, crap. Let's do, it's what? It's a lever and a dropper. So it's a dropper, a lever. No. Dick. Dropper. Lever. And then something silly. So let's do something silly for it. So like, because I want you to be able to get this before you get redstone. So something silly. Let's see. Something expensive early game, but not all that expensive. So not. I mean, Spectrite dust, whatever. That's. Is there like a Spectrite? I made forestry like 6 pages shorter because I got rid of all the wood and stuff because none of the stuff spawns here. What about not a magnetic craft thing. Nothing from Misty. Ooh, we can get something from Parasol maybe. What can we make from Paris? Because you get from tree. Well, you get them from grass. So what can we make? Can we make? Yeah. Trust me, I'm learning on the fly, man. I'm learning on the fly. Parasol torch, no. What would make sense? Experience teleportation? No. Okay, maybe not something from Parasol. Stimulation Parasol? No. No. Ooh, Piercel Block Placer would make sense. Ooh, that's vicious too. That requires a lava bucket. Currently don't have any way to make lava. Or Parasol Cobblestone. So maybe we can change that recipe. I don't know what this has. Let's see. Parasol ingots, you gotta do. I don't know, we'll come back to that one in a second. What is that? A bean pod. What something from Reliquary maybe? Nah. Yeah. Is there like a spectral lever? I need something that's like sort of redstone related, but maybe like magical. I'd like you to have access before redstone, because automating the sluice box would be important. What's this? Those are all redstone, right? Crap. Another from Tinker's. Another from V's Craft. It's a mechanical user, so something mechanical-ish. What do we got? We got a dropper and a lever. Dropper and a lever. Resonating redstone. It's mechanical. It's from X Utilities 2. Is there anything in X Utilities 2 that I can do without redstone, just to keep it in the mod? Power overload? I don't even know what that is. Transfer nodes are redstone. Resonators redstone. See, all this is behind redstone. Gears? Maybe some gears. Ooh, we could do a Magneticraft gear. Magneticraft tungsten gear. No, because that'd require them getting netherrack, and I'd like them to have it before netherrack. So we'll do an iron. Yeah, we'll do an iron gear. Good call. Iron gear for Magneticraft. Makes sense. And that'll give you mechanical user. Add that. never spaces that one and it always bugs me. Alright. Alright, so let's make sure we can make this thing. So, mechanical user, we can make a dropper. Hoppers are made with tin in a box, so you can get that at tin level. You can also get the iron gear at iron level. The light iron plate you can make from an ingot, or you can make some from blocks. Alright, we're good. So that gives it to you at iron level. Iron level is... There's a crushing table. Oh yeah, that's right. I was like, there's a crushing table recipe for that? Is dirt. Which one is dirt? Dirt should be the solid. Yep. Reinforced, actually. So it is the third strainer. Okay. That's not too bad. You just have to do some manual shit before that. Unless we want to do copper gear. No, that seems too cheap for a copper gear. Mechanical users are like really good things to have. We'll stick with that. Because they do 10 of these at a time. You can fit 10 blocks in there at a time. Now you just have to supply it with water. So you would need... And you can't just pump water into it, you have to click the water onto it. So you would need a way to pull that bucket out, fill it back up with water, and push it back in. What could do that? I don't have vendor IO in here. Well, let's see. I can't remember the name of the thing. Fluid transposer? Could do that. Fluid transposer you can pump liquid into and the bucket will kick back out. The recipe for a fluid transposer requires Invar, which means you need nickel and iron. In the machine frame, I needed the nerf. I wanted to nerf the machine frame with not a tin gear. Machine frame. If they were to build this before Redstone, everything gets a machine frame though. Is there like a fluid placer? I think there's a fluid placer. Fluid placer. There is a fluid placer. Fluid placer requires an auto placer, which requires a atomic resonator, which requires redstone, which requires, yeah, okay. Yeah, the atomic resonator might have to wait. I wonder if pressure pipes can place it in there. I don't think it can. fluid drain do? Everything's got redstone in it. If you can make one of these, you could easily pull it out. But you might have to wait till after redstone, till you get redstone. But once you get redstone, you can make it no problem. The servos have redstone. These transfer pipes are redstone. Item ducts are redstone. You could just keep making a whole bunch of buckets and just keep it filled with, just come back and put a whole bunch of water in them. Pull them out, fill it back up with water, and put it back in it until... Because you still got to make the gravel too, so you're going to have to automate the gravel. There's an egg in there. Nothing else that's like... I don't think you can drain into it. You could do this with like a faucet. Spelled with a U and a C. Pretty sure I've tried this before. Yeah, that don't work. Yeah, you could get hopper ducks. They have this thing called hopper ducks. I don't know if you can hopper out of these things though. Fuck you, auto packager. I'm taking you out. Like, if you're gonna go through the trouble of building, like, item elevators and shit like that, give me a box. Because if this was a thing, like, you wouldn't be able to keep any items in here. Yeah, see, it would just take it automatically. So, I don't think that's not a thing. I just want to replace the redstone with something that makes sense. It's just I'd like it to be before redstone, but I need this machine to operate with this thing. Unless you just manually keep putting water buckets in there. Take the buckets out, fill them back up, put them back in. There are water sources that are infinite. There's an infinite water source right here. And I think this is also a water generator. This might need power for all I know though. And this is a water source. These all have fairly cheap recipes. Really cheap recipes. This one I think needs power. This one This one uses the shit I just had. This one I think you can put like a faucet on it. Do I have a faucet other than just that one? No, that's the only faucet I got. We use this in Exoria. Doesn't seem to want to work. Okay, never mind. I'm not sure about these though. I don't really know what these do. Maybe a redstone source? Maybe they need one of these? No. Probably uses pipes. Probably pipes, I bet you is a thing. Rain tank. What's a rain tank? Rain's enough if you're in the jungle. Might as well use it. Cool, so it just fills up with water when it rains? I just picked the same thing. Go. Singularity tank. This is the starter tank, so I want to see what this does. Starter tanks. Ah, yeah, it does. Alright, cool. So that works with no power or nothing. I mean, this ideally is something that you would need, because otherwise, once you get redstone, I mean, you can just build the mining upgrade that they use for this and just pump the water out. But this would be something that you could use if you get stuck in a savanna with no water. Unfortunately, if you have no water, you can't do any water straining to begin with. So, I have to just recommend to people just go. So you have to just start over. I hope you don't spawn in a savanna, because the desert area is like, there's a good chance there might not be any water at all on your entire island. Machine frame. I really want them to be this cheap. The ducks you just still need redstone for, though. The ducks you still need redstone for. But I could nerf the entire freaking mod by making the machine frames expensive. This still needs redstone. Yeah, you're just gonna have to be stuck doing it manually, I think. I don't want to just give you, like, the entire mod without even having redstone yet. I can't think of a suitable replacement, unless I make you use a diamond. I put a recipe in here for the freaking spectrite dust. Hammering diamonds. And have that turn into spectrite dust. Which makes me wonder, actually, what do you normally get? Is there, like, diamond dust? I don't have any diamond dust in the game yet, so that's good. What's that? Block of black iron. Diamond nugget from thermal, and the diamond nugget from extended crafting. No, we're gonna hide the diamond nugget from extended crafting. Are they ore-dicked? Nugget diamond? Nugget diamond, okay. What are you used for? But you are not Ordict. What are you used for? Looks like literally nothing. Just decoration. Alright, so we'll hide you. We're gonna hide you. Oh, I do have diamond dust in here. Crushed diamond. But that's from something I can't make because it requires power for crushed diamond. What's the recipe for the crusher again? Yeah, we need the thing. Okay. That reminds me, early game power. This thing, early game power. I don't like these multi-block gaps that are there. They don't go away when you break this block. There you are. I don't mind this because it's going to take a while to get the lapis. The tungsten's going to take a minute. You got to get to netherrack just to get the tungsten, so that's good. Netherrack's like the last thing you need to process. And requires you to build a second modular machine. Which means you're building all the machines that I put in the pack before you even get to make power. Before you even get lava, you still don't have lava yet. You would need like an igneous extruder or something. Wait, no. Igneous extruder doesn't make lava, it makes rocks, right? Yeah. What is it? It's a magma crucible, yeah. Magma crucible. And again, so redstone, Invar. That's what I'm looking for. The blend. So you would have to make the crusher first. Oh, wait. What's the thermal foundation version of the blend? Pulverizer. Pulverizer is copper coil piston. Okay. Do I still have a recipe for flint? I do. Alright. And I need to take it out of the strainer. I don't want it in the strainer. I don't want it in the strainer. I thought I already took it out of the strainer. Flint. Go bye-bye. Flint, so no more flint. What can we throw in there? Do we want to put something from Paracel in there? I mean, all it really is for like is this. That's it. Like that's all. That's all there really is. You need iron to make the ingots. Paracel charcoal? Can you even cook Paracel charcoal? Wait, use. What is its burn right here? 12.5 items. Ooh, we might have to nerf that. Well, no, that's fine. That's fine. We'll leave that for now. You used to be able to grow these things, but now you can't anymore. What's a Parasol plush? What the hell's that for? Parasol Blood Dagger is not cheap. Okay, good. Ooh, that reminds me. I want to go see how this does on the rocks. Alright, good. It's still slow. Moonwalking chicken. Some of these trees I just don't get. Some of them grow without any leaves. Some of them grow right on up. Some of them only grow a little bit and stop. And just don't grow no more. They just stop and don't grow no more. I don't know. Like this one says live forest deceiver. Live forest, so they're all still live. Oh, you want to see something funny? In creative mode, for whatever reason. What is this? Why did I grab that? I don't need that. In creative mode, for some reason, you can do this. You can make it all skinny. Make it too skinny though, it breaks. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why you can do that in creative mode, but I don't know what the point of that is. I guess unless it's like some kind of customization, but whatever. Alright, so I think we're okay-ish. So at this point, they can get everything they need. They can try to... hold on, I wanna turn the ring on. Let's see if this does anything. Yeah, look at that. Filling up with water. Alright. Oh, wait, not that. No, that. Okay, so automating this is possible. Automating these is possible. Strainers is possible. What did we settle on? I still need a chest recipe. Let me do a chest recipe before I freaking forget. I keep not doing chest recipes. Can we make them like stupid? We can make them stupid. Then we gotta look at V's craft and make sure we can build yeah, we gotta make sure we can build an airship. I want to be able to build an airship before Redstone, if that's possible. Alright, we're gonna need planks. We're gonna need a box. Probably iron of some sort. Iron of some sort. I could just bypass chests in general and just have nothing but iron chests. Just go straight to iron chest. Just say screw you chest. That way I could write an upgrade. I could write a recipe that would be like, instead of even bothering with chest, just go straight to iron chest from here. And that gives you an iron chest. Just say screw you regular chests. No cheesy chest recipe for you. In fact, I might just hide the chest. I mean, it has no recipe. There's no point in hiding it. It has no recipe. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just go straight to iron chest. That's a bad thing that I just typed. There we go. It's gonna take a lot of iron to get this one chest, because you're getting it by the nuggets. Oh, recipe's already open. Yeah. You. I need to learn how to select the whole line. We'll put you in vanilla. I think that's where chests are, right? Chest, recipe removed, yes. For whatever reason, I have storage drawers in vanilla as well. Alright, dump you. Dump you. I'd like to come up with some way to... I don't know if I'd do a modular machine for it. I have extended crafting in this. Extended crafting, so maybe I'll do like some kind of like weird infusion craft or some sort to get like vanilla wood. To get like a vanilla sapling. The only reason I want to do that is because there's some seeds in one of these mods that, dude, honestly, Craft Tweaker, I mean, it's pretty standard. Like, once you learn, like, a little bit, like, it's pretty standard. What I did was I was playing, this guy, Davquist, we call him Q, his pack that he just started, Exoria, and I looked at all his scripts, and I was like, okay, I see where he did this, and where he did this, and where he disabled this, and where he did that, and looking at the Craft Tweaker website and stuff, and just looking at those things and constantly referencing it, and then also getting into the Discord that I'm in currently with all the, you know, the mod developers and pack developers, etc., etc. You learn it pretty quick. You learn it pretty quick. Like, and not to mention, it's kind of user friendly-ish. So like, if you want to like say you did something. Although you can write one recipe, you can write one recipe, and if it's referencing something that like doesn't exist, it'll ruin all of your scripts, and you have to go back and try to figure out which one recipe that was. But you can type in CT syntax, and it'll tell you if you made any mistakes. it'll just say like blah 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 this script at this line. So you go to that script and you go to that line, and you just look and see like, oh, I missed a comma there, or I forgot a bracket, or this recipe just doesn't make sense, so I did it wrong. My syntax is wrong or whatever. So it's actually kind of user friendly, considering how complicated it looks, you know. And obviously you can make it way more complicated than what I am. I'm doing really, really basic stuff, but the Craft Tweaker wiki is super, super helpful. Super helpful. Alright. What were we doing next? We're looking at V's craft, right? I was looking at what kind of airships I can fly. I got rid of most of them because my current Y level is like 125 on average, so you can't use most of these because they just don't go that high. So I had to start with the ones that go to like 160, which at least let you clear the trees. Which is mycelium. I'm pretty sure I don't have a recipe for mycelium. Although there is one in the pack. Interesting. There's a recipe for mycelium in the pack. I don't like that recipe though. I mean, it's fine for once you get all your machines up and running, because the Phytogrow is craftable, but the rich slag isn't craftable. Something that you can make, nether brick. Something you can make before you need redstone. So nether brick, yes. You can make nether brick before you need redstone. I do not have an ice recipe, although there's a machine that can make ice. I'm not worried about it. You can make glowstone before you need. You can make obsidian before you need it. You can make diamonds, emeralds, prismarine. Yes, you can make all this stuff before you need redstone. Purpur, you can even make purpur before you do. Alright, so I might as well just get rid of mycelium too. Yeah, just say screw it, just get rid of mycelium too. Mycelium, go away. Where's the second one? Right there, go away. Where's the third one? Go away. And the fourth one, go away. Alright, so another brick. This itself, not a problem. It's good. The engine, on the other hand, is fine. You can get all of these things before you need redstone. The airship engine has a big old block of redstone in it, though. So that's gonna have to change. What is that? A dismounter. Left-click a mounted entity to safely dismount it. May cause laughter. What? What, like... What would you be mounting? Ooh, I should hide those things too. There's no point of those being there either. You... Birch, jungle, acacia, dark oak, sandstone, brick, bone, that. Goodbye slime, and goodbye mycelium. There we go. Really narrows down the amount of crap in these mods that I'm not using. I wouldn't call it crap, but just stuff I'm not using or will ever use because it just doesn't exist in this world. It doesn't exist. It's not a thing. We're gonna do something different than the block of redstone. We're gonna do, since this requires 2 diamonds and a bunch of iron, we're gonna make these. You gotta do 2 of these, I'm pretty sure, right? 2 of these? Yep, you need 2 of these. So 2 of these. So instead of blocks of redstone, I don't mind the recipe, it's just everything about the blocks of redstone. So we need iron bars, pistons, ingots, piston. No, Jesus Christ. All you had to do is pick the right piston. You had 1 job. Iron bars, iron ingots. And we're going with good old Spectrite. You're gonna need a block of Spectrite. It's gonna suck to be you, buddy. It's a lot of diamonds. T&J, what are you doing there? What's T&J doing? Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Crap. Forgot I reloaded. So one of these. Alright, we need to start a new one. Do I have a Vscraft already done up? I do not. Alright, so we need a new one. Vscraft should be CT compatible. What is this? Airship engine. Like, if you want to remove a recipe, did I change the piston recipe? Yes, I did change the piston recipe. I already did that a while ago. Because I'm using it in my modular machines. So if you want to remove a recipe, this is what you do. Recipes dot remove brackets, and then you type in the item name. So it'd be VC. I didn't want to do that. It'll be VC airship underscore engine, and you got to look to see if there's any metadata, because otherwise they won't know what you're talking about. VC. It's kind of funny that it's abbreviated VC. Airship underscore engine. And always remember your semicolon. Save it. These dot, and you save it as a Zen script, so .zs. Because that's what you're typing, is Zen script. And then you can do, I add it. If you're using this, it dumps them into a, creates its own Zen script for you. So I just come back in and I take it and I move it over to the actual one that I'm using. And then I delete the airship engine. I don't need the underscore. Save. Close that. Delete it. And then what you can do is then type CT syntax, and it'll yell at you if you did something wrong. And it says I did nothing wrong, so yay. The thing that kind of stinks is that you gotta stop it and relaunch it in order to see your changes. And if your mod pack's got like 180 mods in it, this process gets annoying. The closing and starting and stopping, opening and closing. Because unless you're really confident in everything that you're doing and you don't think you made any mistakes, and you keep checking the syntax, then you know you can make a mistake. You can write a recipe that doesn't exist, and it'll say the syntax is fine, but it'll bork all your scripts. So like it's like write a line and then reload it, see if it works. Write a line, reload it, see if it works. Because I've had, you know, like a dozen scripts written, wrote a bad recipe and came back on it. All of my scripts were not functioning, and I was like freaking out. And I had to go back and delete all these other things that I had just done because I wrote a bunch of stuff and didn't check any of it, and closed it, loaded back up again, and nothing's working now. And I'm like, shit. So I had to go back and check all my scripts again. Yeah, I changed the pistol recipe. I changed it from the piece of redstone to just a lever. I remember seeing that recipe somewhere else, and I was like, I like it. I'm trying not to steal a lot of stuff from people. I mean, you know, imitation is a serious form of flattery, I guess, but when you're just straight up stealing it, then... There's my new recipe with a block of spectrite. If you're curious what a block of spectrite is, it's 9 spectrite gems. 9 spectrite gems comes from melting spectrite with an ingot cast into the spectrite gem. The molten spectrite comes from these things, but the only way you have to get it is dust, because there's no world gen, so you get it from dust. In the dust, you get it in the crushing table from a diamond. You get 4 dust from 1 diamond in the crushing table. You get 1 dust from 1 gem in the crushing table. Interesting. So you gotta put in a little bit of effort to get your airship. You need the airship, in case you're wondering, if you haven't ever seen this mod. This is the Misty World. This is a completely different, this isn't like an overworld, this isn't Biomes of Plenty or anything like that. This is the Misty World. It's a different dimension. They call it the Misty World because I'm currently at level, what is it, 126? I'm like, why 125? Because down here, this is the mist. This stuff will kill you before you hit the bottom. This is acid. This stuff will kill you before you even realize it's acid. This is the stuff you need to get redstone. You need to come down here to get this stuff. You gotta get this dirt right here to get redstone. There's also plants down here. Meanwhile, you know, this is all still poisoning you and killing you. There are plants down here, these things, that can save you because they absorb some of the mist and the poison. And there's also, reminds me, I need to write a recipe for that too. Respirator. or I can spell it completely wrong. This respirator right here. I need to change this recipe. I don't want it to be a niobium ingot. I want it to be something else. But yeah, so watch. These things will save you. This thing won't work on its own. See how it says empty? You need filter bacteria, filter coal. Filter coal, it's called. And you put it in the mask, and it absorbs the poison, but it eventually runs out. So these things can save your life, but you'll be dead before you ever find any. They also have these things at the top. Those are their seeds. And the orange stuff underneath the seeds is poison extract. That's going to be involved in something. I already have you needing this stuff just to make the redstone. You need to get a bucket of this stuff. You can either harvest this dirt with Silk Touch. I forgot what this stuff gets you with Silk Touch. What is it? It's acid. Carpet lichen? What's carpet lichen get you? I forgot what carpet lichen gets you. Use. I gotta remember which specific one it is. It's that one. There's 6 different kinds of carpet lichen, for God's sakes. This one gets you platinum and nickel. It's the dirt underneath, the soured soil. That's the stuff that you need to get redstone. But you can take this, you can take a bucket of this stuff, which oddly didn't go in the bucket. Okay, weird. Take a bucket of this stuff. Hopefully it works in this biome too. Put it in the ground, and stuff starts to turn into sour soil. And this stuff will spread. So if you want, you could go like, you could like go over here and do it like this. It doesn't interact with water. It'll do funny things sometimes if you like break that block. Like it'll do funny things sometimes, but see, this soured soil is very specific. It's wet with medium porosity, and is the one without metadata. So you use the sour soil. You need the dry stuff. You don't want the wet stuff. You want the dry stuff. Missed. Don't kill me. I'm curious if this stuff will dry in this environment. No, see, okay, good. It's drying. Nice. That's the important part. You want the dry stuff. You can use the... You're supposed to be able to use the wet stuff too. sour. I'm pretty sure I set it up to be able to use both of them. I believe it's these two. Not recipe use, dummy. Oh, I guess it's these two. Wet and dry, high porosity. I might have to do all of them. I might have to write a recipe for all of them just because. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just write a recipe for all of them because you might get different ones being stuck in a different biome. You can use a Craft Tweaker for anything. Not everything is Craft Tweaker compatible. If you want to alter the functions, say of like a machine, like you want to say, I want to put this thing in this machine and have it spit out something different than what it normally does, you might not be able to do that because some mods aren't compatible that way. They have to be specifically coded and they have to be specifically set to be used with Craft Tweaker. There is a list of mods available to Craft Tweaker on the Craft Tweaker website, so it'll tell you, it'll show you which ones are and whatnot. If all you want to do is change the recipe of something, like if something even doesn't even have a recipe, like if you want to write a recipe for a creative item or something, or you want to make a recipe for blocks of emerald and have it be, 9 dirt, and it'll give you a block of emerald. You can do that for any mod you want. Writing a recipe and then having that as the output isn't going to be an issue. It's when you want to like a recipe, like using like say the fluid transpose, or like if I pump in acid and it'll spit out a bucket of acid or something like that. If it's not written for Craft Tweaker, then it won't work. But yes, you can use Craft Tweaker to resolve conflicting recipes for different mods. You can use it to eliminate completely recipes for different mods. Like what I was using here as well, this JI, and just in JI alone, if you click on this item hiding mode, like I just learned this today, you click at the true, you can go in and just start, it'll tell you. So you look down below, it says control click to hide, control right click to hide with wildcard, control shift click to hide the entire mod. So you can control shift click on an entire freaking mod if you wanted to, and it'll just eliminate the mod. So like if I go to the forest, like the bees section, like this is all the stuff I got turned off from forestry. I turned off all the bees, all the larvae, all the saplings, all the bees, all of this, all of these are turned off, all the logs, all the fences, all the leaves, everything involved with all the wood from forestry, because none of those things spawn in this dimension, and you won't see any of that stuff in this dimension. So I turned it off so it's not cluttering my JI. It'll also remove the recipe for you. You can also do that through Craft Tweaker as well. So let me see if I can find one. There it is. So in extra utilities, I got mods.ji.ji.remove and hide extra utilities teleporters. So these I removed and hide the recipes for the portals to the deep dark and the portals to the overworld, etc. So you can do it several ways if you want to just take things out. But when you want to start changing the recipes, you got to do recipe.remove, remove the recipe, and then you're going to add shaped or add shapeless or furnace recipes. So like in vanilla, I got rid of, where is it? Did I not put that in vanilla? Yeah, I did, right there. So furnace.remove Minecraft coal 1. That removes the recipe for coal, meaning I can't put any logs in a furnace and turn it into coal. That removes that recipe. You know, I can't turn it into charcoal like that. And since there's no coal ore on this map, you have to make coal from charcoal in a machine that I custom made, etc., etc. So like, there's lots of different ways you can do it. All right, we need this for mist. I put no. This is going to be for sluice recipes. So like in this case for Magnetic Craft, these are all different recipes that I've added to the sluice box, which allows me to put in, you know, this thing. So I put stuff in here and it spits out things that I tell it to, which is what all this is. So I'm gonna need a lot of room here. 1, 2, 3, 4, room for 4 more. Paste, control paste, control paste, control paste. I'm going to turn this off so I don't accidentally hide something I want. And a lot of these things, you know, like Ore Dictionary and stuff like that, some of these things don't have any recipes. This mod is very alpha. Like 2 weeks ago, he had an update and he added a bunch of new blocks, which I had to then go back in and like find situations for and stuff like that, and like add them back into my mod. So like, he's gonna have even more changes coming out to where he's gonna add custom mobs and probably more new stuff, you know. So like, I gotta keep updating my pack while he's updating his, you know, mod, which is kind of cool. But I'm basing my entire pack around this dude's dimension, so it's kind of cool. So like, the better he makes the mod, the better my pack gets, I feel like, you know. Anyways, I digress. So you can type in things like /CT space hand, and that will give you the item number, the item, you know, name, and it'll tell you if there's any ORDIC entries or whatever, which you then can just kind of click on it. It'll copy it to your clipboard, and you can go up here and just control paste it. It saves you a little bit of typing. Again, I'm using Notepad++, and I don't know any of the shortcuts. I don't know any of the button keybinds and blah blah blah. I'm doing it like super newbie style, and yeah. So there's better ways of doing this. I want these to all output the same thing. So they're all outputting the same thing. And I put that in the wrong spot. That's right, that's right, that's right. Okay. But there's other programs that you can use too instead of Notepad. I think I don't remember what they're called, but there are other programs. Basically whatever allows you to type in this manner and then save it as a ZS or a JSON, one or the other. Zero, so I got 0, 0, 1, 1. And then I need 1, 1. We're going to copy all this. Oops. Had a bad bracket. Alright, so using all of these, you can now, no matter what ones you have. 2, 4, 6. Yep, that's all of them, right? That is all my soured soil, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 soured soil. Yeah, so he added floating mats. He added all these clay blocks that weren't there before. All this red sand wasn't there before. The acid sand wasn't there before. The cracked gray clay. These peat blocks weren't there. Sapropel wasn't there. All added in the last update. So like I went back and just made recipes for them. So the Sapropel is how you make slime blocks. You use my modular machine, you cook a block of Sapropel, it gives you a slime ball. I haven't done anything for peat yet. I need to do something for peat. For Pete's sake. And like this bacterial shell is a thing that spawns in the world as well. I didn't mess with the recipe, but what I did mess with is its burn time. Its burn time it smelted 80 items. One block smelted 80 items, and I was like, that's way too OP. So I dropped it down to 4. So I save all that, come back in here, check my syntax. Says it's fine. Close it. Load it back up again. Realize I'm really hungry and I should eat something. I don't have to get up early tomorrow, so that's cool too. But there's also the mod that allows you to click on there's a little arrow underneath the outcome in from your crafting. When you click on a crafting table, it'll be the outcome, and there'll be a little arrow underneath that you can click on. If there's more than one recipe available, like more than one outcome for that recipe available. So there's that mod too. Like, I should probably change it, but there's 2 outcomes for my crafting table recipe. It's not anything I did, it was already in there. It's just I need to delete the current one and update it. Well, I need to delete the old one first. I just left it in there. Because when you put in a crafting table, so you make the crafting table and you put it back in the crafting grid, and you got tinkers in it, right? So it should give you the tinkers crafting table. Use. Bam. Nice. Use. Bam. Nice. Use. Bam. Nice. And use. Nice. Alright. Bien. So like, show you crafting table. So if you put the craft table in there, see it spits out another crafting table, but it gives you this little thing down here, so you can switch it. I don't know why that's a thing. It says it's a crafting table and holds its inventory. It's extended crafting. What's shaking, Coast? How you doing, man? Long time no see. So actually, you know what? I never actually noticed that. That's a different thing. Now I want to look. That's an extended crafting thing. I just put that in there not too long ago. Here, put stuff in there. Oh yeah, look at that. Huh, that's cool. Learn something new every day. And it's friggin' raining again. Not much, man. Just struggling. It's the usual struggle. Yeah, just making a pack. Making a mod pack, you know? This is how you get animals. You gotta grow them. And the soil dies eventually. Well, not that it dies, but it doesn't work. Alright, later, Croyd. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good night, I guess it should be. Well, that cow's got a little bit of exploring going on over there. Alright, so today wasn't a bad day. We learned that some of the blocks in this thing suck. I need to take out that one crafting grid block thing. We updated this, so it doesn't matter what biome you're in, you're still going to be able to get the right stuff. You know, we should probably just keep that neobium. I don't want that to be expensive. I want you to be able to have that thing. Yeah, so like if you look, all right, so this dirt just ain't gonna grow no more because if you look at all the, there's different dirt. So this is tropical dirt, this is tropical dirt, but this one's wet with medium porosity and a humus content of 6%. This one's wet with medium porosity and a humus content of 2%. So if you have some humus and you do this, you can raise the humus content to 4%. I don't know if you stack it like that. No, you can't. So you put it up here, and now it's 6%. Another one, now it's 8%. So now, if you put this dirt back, hoe it, now it'll grow again. Otherwise, if it's 2%, it just doesn't grow. I think you get one cycle of growth out of it and it just stops. Like, these are done. These won't grow anymore. None of these will grow anymore. And like, even with like bone meal. Bone meal actually speeds up the process of losing growability. So like nothing. You got nothing out of these. This one. Now you see how the dirt changed colors? See how the dirt's back to the original color now? Get out of the way. Back to 2%. So bone mealing actually ruins it. It actually speeds it up and makes it worse. And it's one of those things that people probably aren't going to know because I'm not going to tell them. Now, there is a little bit of a hack that you can do. When you first spawn in the world, you're actually in the overworld. Yes, you have to either move. You have to constantly move them or replenish them, one or the other. You can't just set up a farm and just have it constantly growing stuff, right? And just harvesting over and over and over again. There is a small hack that you can do. You can go when you first start off. You're in the overworld, right? And on a flat world, so you're stuck in like a 3x3 like world border, and so you're on like about 45-ish pieces of dirt, of normal Minecraft dirt, and so if you take all of that dirt before coming here, it might be a good idea. Oh, I think I tossed the dirt that I had here. Oh wait, no, that's clay dirt. Yeah, no, because normal vanilla dirt, like this stuff right here, this is the vanilla dirt. Still needs water. This stuff doesn't need water. You can put it next to water, but it doesn't need water. You can hoe wherever you want, and you can grow stuff. But obviously this is vanilla water, so it still needs vanilla dirt, so it still needs water. You can plant here. And grow all you want. And it doesn't do anything to the dirt. The dirt stays the same no matter what. So it's a little bit of a hack, but that just means that you only get like 40 some odd blocks of dirt. And now I gotta kill a lot of sheep. So vanilla dirt is the best dirt. Yeah. So it's a little bit of a hack. If I had my way, you would spawn straight into this world, but I couldn't get that to work for whatever reason. You wouldn't be able to get into the overworld. So the overworld, you can get like a stack of dirt, because when you build this portal, it explodes and it knocks off a little bit more dirt around you, so that maybe you can pick up. So you can get maybe a stack of dirt at close to a stack of dirt, maybe like 50 something, but. That's about it. God damn the rain, dude. So use it wisely. But again, I'm not going to tell anybody that either. So only people that are watching this. So the 3 people watching this right now, they're the only people that are going to know. And this stuff, you know, toggling it off, just I know, right? I know it does. But I'm also in the freaking jungle too. This is a jungle, so it rains constantly. Constantly. You'll notice that it also grows back. Like when the dirt dies, the grass starts to grow back over top of it. You can do weird little things like there's mulch. Some of the stuff I haven't quite figured out yet. There's mulch. That you can put down. See, this is already dead soil, so I don't think I can do it here. Yeah, okay, so that one's still okay. I don't know why the rules, like what the rules are for putting the mulch down. You can put it down here, but you can't put it down here. I don't know why. But you can put mulch on top of these, and I think it helps. I think it helps a little bit with like the growing, like keeping the soil longer. So I think you get maybe more cycles out of it. But again, nothing. These are just wheat seeds, so you can't bone meal them, so they're nothing. You can't mulch vanilla dirt. There's also humus blocks. So like if you take this stuff, this stuff, this stuff, I need to get rid of that humus, the forestry humus. We'll get rid of the forestry humus right now. Goodbye, forestry humus. So the humus itself, so if like you do this with the mulch, this will turn into, you give a little boost, this turns into compost, but that little brown line down there is where the humus starts. And this thing will eventually turn all into humus. So it'll turn into an overgrown humus block. And so that you can harvest humus that way, but you can also grow on it. You can't grow on the compost, but you can grow on the humus block. So if you make yourself some humus, you put it down, or do that, and you can plant on it. And this will last longer than your normal dirt, because it's an incredibly high humus content. So like, see, it's got a 10% humus content. You can cook it and make it dry humus. Give that back, please. Dry hummus. That's all the same. But this stuff will eventually dry out and turn into like sandy dirt. It'll just turn into sandy dirt that's useless again. Just like all the other stuff. So it all eventually just turns back into nothing. Keeping it next to water, it doesn't do anything. You know, keeping water like in a hole in the middle doesn't do anything. It'll moisturize it a little bit, but it doesn't. It'll take it from dry to wet, but it doesn't do anything for the hummus content. Dirt is finally useless. Yeah, I mean, to an extent. I mean, you need it, especially when I give you a recipe saying, "Give me, 1,000 wheat." And another thing that you can't do here, you can't bone meal the grass. There is no bone mealing grass. You can bone meal the grass itself, but not like the grass blocks. So if you kill all your grass, all your grass is dead. You killed it. So another thing that you can try to do is not kill all of your vanilla, because you can't. This grass won't spread to here. Like it won't make grass. So your dirt, you won't be able to grow any more grass. So you won't be able to bone meal grass to get more grass blocks to get more grass. And you're gonna need a lot of paracels. Yes, that was the Paris mod I saw. You saw. I put the paracel mod in there. Paracel mod's a thing. It's one of my favorite mods. I'm trying to find out if it's got Craft Tweaker support. I mean, I'm changing some of the recipes and stuff. Like, I want to make the armor super hard to get because you can fly. It gives you creative flight. Yeah, it's a great mod, right? Because the armor gives you a creative flight, so I want to make that like the ultimate armor that you can get. There's only like 2 real good armors in this, and one of them Spectrite. Spectrite? Yeah, Spectrite. Not to mention, it takes forever for this stuff to grow. The time of growth for anything in this world is forever. And trees don't grow either. Like you can't bone meal trees. It's like if you look over here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it that way. Yeah, this isn't gonna be an easy thing. This isn't like the other Hoarder's Delights where you got Project E and you're getting handed everything in the very beginning. This is a different thing. This is a different one. This one, I hate to say it's gonna be freaking grindy as hell. You're gonna have to automate strainers. The only way you're getting any metals is from these sluice boxes, from dropping dirt and gravel and stuff in these sluice boxes. So you're gonna have to automate that. You're gonna have to automate the getting of the dirt and the gravel, and the collection, and then the processing of. Yeah. It's gonna be a bitch. And I haven't even gotten you to the lava yet. All of this is gonna be done before you even get redstone. Like, you're gonna get all your metals and stuff. You're gonna be able to get all your metals and stuff before you even get redstone. But you gotta get redstone to make any of the machines, basically. Like early power gen, like even the trees. So the trees, like I was saying, I gotta show you this because you haven't seen this. When you cut one down, you can't go back through the portal. So you cut one down and it takes down the whole tree, right? That's not something I put in there. That's the mod. It takes down the whole tree, and you get some logs, you get some branches, and you get some trunks. You also get some sticks as well. These give you timbers. 4 timbers give you planks. These give you timbers as well. These give you sticks. But if you do this, you can turn them into trunks. All these are utilized in recipes that I've written, including the mulch, which you get from strainers. You also get it from right-clicking the log. Now it's a carved tropic tree. Click it again. Now it's a debarking tropic tree. Yeah, so there's 3 different kind of wood types too. If you go back through here, it takes you back to the. Oop, Jesus! Takes you. Like I said, there's a small place there. All right, where am I? So this is where you start. This is where you get. So I dug down. So you get like what, 4 layers? 1, 2. You get 3 layers of dirt. 1, 2, 3 layers of dirt. That's it. 3 by 3 area. Can't go anywhere else. So I dug out all the dirt and put the portal down here. The portal explodes when you activate it, so it knocked out a little bit more dirt. Like you can't get any of this stuff because it's past the boundary. So yeah. And it's gonna be one of those. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those. Oh, I went through twice. There we go. And if you do move this, you can break this. Then you gotta get a gold block. Nope, not that, dumbass. Bam! That's what it does. Apparently it doesn't hurt the sheep at all, though. But if you break this and move it and build it somewhere else, thinking, I can get out of the portal that way. I can get out of the world boundary. No, if you break it and say you put it over here or whatever, go 1,000 blocks over there, build it again, and go through it. It'll spawn you outside the world border and kill you instantly. So there's also no way of getting back to that. So you lose anything you had on you, etc., etc. So that's where you are. Yeah, the portal is really cool looking. This guy, his name's Liahim. He's Russian, I do believe. Really good at what he did. He put a hell of a lot of thought into this, and it's super alpha. This is only like his 2nd release, and I think he's doing at least 2 more. But yeah, it's really good. I don't know if you noticed though, when I cut down that tree, I didn't get any saplings. You don't get saplings from the trees. You gotta use your strainers to get saplings. Water strainers, the only way you get saplings. He'll probably change that in future editions of the mod, but... or if he does or doesn't, whatever. But if you look, so when you put down a sapling, can't bone meal it. No bone mealing it. And when they grow, they don't just, poof, automatic tree, like full tree. They grow a little bit. You have to wait for it to grow a lot. I'm gonna grab one of these and I'll show you. See if I can get it to grow a little bit. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Sapling just disappeared. Never seen that before. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't happen. There you go. Let's try the Parcel one. Where is it? It's Stimulation Parcel. No. No tree for you. But yeah, so when they grow, they'll grow like a little branch. Yeah, I could. There's a lot of things I could do. but I'm not. They'll grow a little branch, like they'll grow like a little branch, and then maybe another little branch, and then a little bit of leaves, and a little bit of leaves, and then another branch, and then another branch, and then another branch. So eventually they grow and they grow and they grow and they grow. So they'll be like this big, and then they grow like this much bigger, and then eventually they grow like full size eventually. And I think it's even worse depending on what's like the soil's like. So if the soil's really dry or whatnot. There's snow biomes too. There's also a chance, which I need to... I wish I could disable it. There's also a chance that when you go through this portal and you spawn in this world, there's a chance that you'll spawn in the over the mist with nowhere to go, because he wrote that in as an achievement, but you're just stuck there and there's nothing you can do about it, which kind of sucks, because then you just have no choice but to start over again, reload your world. Like, you get the achievement, but you can't go anywhere and you just die no matter what. Or you can just go into creative mode and fly over to somewhere, but then your portal's now in the middle of the mist, and you can't get to it anyways unless you build back over to it. So, I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to just tell people, like, look, sorry. Another feature of this world, we'll go over here where the rocks are. So I'd say probably the best pick in the game, mod-wise, that I have so far is the reinforced parasol pickaxe. Probably the best one in the game, right? It's the whole idea of Hoarder's Delight, man. So if you come over here, this is the stone of this world. It's called Foggy Stone. There are ores that spawn here, iron ore. They're not, popular. They're very rare-ish. You're only going to get ingots from processing it anyways. Actually, I'm curious. Do these have Tinker's recipes? Use. They do, and they'll give you 2 ingots worth. That's that iron ore. What about this one? I think I need to get rid of the grindstone. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the grindstone. You. We'll just do this. We'll just hide it in JEI. Grindstone. Like a grindstone cowboy. Goodbye, grindstone. No more grindstone. No, there's no recipe for it. That gets rid of the recipe, it gets rid of everything. Like, it's just not there. It just removes it from JEI. So look, this is how long it takes for the break a freaking piece of rock in this world. And then when you do, you get rocks. You don't get cobble or the stone, you get rocks. Which you then get cobblestone. Which breaks back into rocks. People are going to be so mad. Because that's the thing. This is what I've been having to do. I've been having to accommodate all the vanilla things because there's no vanilla blocks in this world. There's no vanilla cobblestone. There's no vanilla gravel. There's no vanilla anything. There's gold ore. There's iron ore, but I nerfed that. You know, there's no lava. There's no obsidian. There's no anything. There's clay. You can get clay, but I got to set up to where you can also get clay, like crafting wise, because clay is biome determined. So yeah, so I've had to set up everything in this world for you to be able to get. So like all your metals are coming from sluice boxes, sluice box recipes, and things like that. You're getting water strainers are getting you dirt that you can hang on a tinker's rack and turn into sand and dirt. You know, vanilla sand or vanilla clay. I'm still contemplating some like obscure recipe, some kind of obscure crafting thing through extended crafting, like kind of like infusion crafting through the extended crafting mod without gravity. Yeah, gravity would piss me off. Ooh, that reminds me. I want to put item physics in this. The physics mod. Cool. I'm gonna restart this. But yeah, so I've had to. These are all the sluice box recipes where you're getting nuggets. You're getting nuggets, which you need to craft a 3x3 to make an ingot. That's a standard, you know, the standard recipe, but there's also a niobium ore, which will get you tools and armor that I've got coming from a strainer, but it's native to this dimension, so it actually breaks the blocks like twice as fast as any of the other tools. I'm curious how it does on like obsidian, because these blocks are basically obsidian level. There's this other stuff called hard foggy stone, which spawns down in the mist world, down in the bad stuff, and that's like unbreakable. That's like, I don't even know if you can break that stuff, and I've got it in some crafting recipes, so I hope nobody like accidentally places one, because you'd have to go into creative mode, I think, to break it. I don't think there's any tools that break it. Hey, guess what? It's raining out again. Hard foggy. Niobium. So hard foggy. Pickaxe, harvest level obsidian. Niobium pickaxe. It'll break it. It's gonna take a long time. Reinforced parasol pickaxe. This one's better. Okay. It's still gonna take a while, but this will break, so that's good. I was worried that there weren't gonna be any picks that would break this stuff. What about like a tinker's pick? Like a Manulian pickaxe. Yeah, it's able to be broken. It is able to be broken. It's got a, you know, it's just vanilla tools are gonna take you for freaking ever. Like this is a Manulian pickaxe right here. It's probably gonna take like 20 seconds to break this block, maybe even more. It's probably gonna take like 30 seconds to break this block. The Niobium pickaxe is going to take even longer because it's not even the harvest level of obsidian. The reinforced Persil pickaxe is probably doing the best of all of them. So just in comparison, here's a diamond pick. This is longer than obsidian, I think. This is definitely longer than obsidian. So that's some hard stuff. It's good to know. It's good to know that it at least can be broken. Yeah, it's good to know that it can at least be broken. Hey, guess what? It's raining again. Okay. Well, we've made a little bit of progress today. I learned that you can automate these things, and you can do it without redstone. I learned that you can automate those things, and you can do it without redstone. And yeah, so cool. I learned that you can build your airship without redstone. Well, I made it so you can do it without redstone. This is the mist. This stuff will kill you before you hit the bottom. What's this biome over here? Alright, see, look, this is a desert biome. Oh, you'd be so lucky. There is water here. I swear to God, I found one desert biome. So the desert biomes are like desert, right? They have desert. But then they have savanna, like, around the edges. And these savanna edges, like, regions, it's so hard to find water in these places. So if you spawn into one of these worlds, I'd almost be like, just quit and start over again. Because I swear to God, I found one time. The only water I found in the entire island was, like, this much. There was this much water. On the entire freaking... These little islands, these little plateau islands. No, they're not little. I shouldn't say little. Infinite water sources? Yeah, no, water's still normal. Water's still normal, so you can create infinite water sources. There's actually an infinite water source block as well in this pack. It's with pressure pipes, I think it's the mod that it comes with. So like I said, Savannah's the only one that you really got to worry about. Yeah, like I said, I want to make it hard, but not too hard. Like, no infinite water source would be a bad thing, I feel. The acid, on the other hand, this is how you get redstone. So, this is how you get redstone. Redstone and glowstone is done this way. You got to go down into that mist, go down to the purple parts, these purple parts down here, and this green stuff, that's the acid. You got to get yourself a bucket of acid, probably a whole tank's worth of acid if you want a lot, and you got to come back up You can harvest the dirt from down there if you wanted to, but you would have to, you know, harvest a lot of dirt. You can come back up here, get yourself a nice grass spot, dump the acid in, or do like this. Get yourself something to stand on. Whatever, just something to stand on. Because I think if it's wood, it'll like burn. Here, let's try something. And then just dump it. Yeah, see like the smoke coming off of it? So this will turn a large area into the stuff that you need. Here, Mr. Sheep. I want to know if it's going to do anything to this wood. I don't like planks. I'm learning stuff every day. Let's see how it does with like actual mist planks. Wait, that's oak wood. Oh god, it just killed that tree. Alright, so this stuff is stuff's pretty bad. Alright, where did I place it? Where's the source block? Kill it with fire. Alright. But this is the stuff you need for, this is the stuff you need. And that's acid sand. That'll get you different stuff. So sand will get you different stuff than the dirt. Dirt will get you, you want the soured soil, all of the soured soil. This stuff will spread if you leave it like you see, it'll start to spread if you leave it like this. Like this is all just soured soil that I made. But this is the stuff. This is how you get redstone. This is the only way you get redstone. So that's cobble, or gravel. Gravel gets you copper, tin, and filter coal to put in your respirator. So soured soil. Some redstone. I got it dropping a lot of redstone, so you can get a ton of redstone really quick with a lot of this soil. But we know how much we go through a lot of redstone, so. And then where is it? The acid sand. Acid sand gets you. I forgot what acid sand gets you. Acid sand gets you silver and lead. Hey, cool. So that's how you get your metals. You also can use this stuff, carpet lichen, silk touched, which is the stuff that's down there. Carpet lichen, silk touched will get you platinum and nickel, which I need to write a recipe for all of these. I need to write a recipe for all of those. Sandy dirt will turn into sand. Rocky dirt gets you iron. There's clay dirt somewhere around here. Clay dirt gets you clay on a tinker's rack, etc., etc. So that's how you get shit. Yeah, that and a lot of machines use it, yeah. This is slowly turning into hummus. But yeah, so that's how you get redstone. I might tone it down a little bit. Because I think I have it set. What do I have it set to? I have it set to ×3. So you can put 10 blocks. You can put 10 blocks of that stuff in there. And it'll spit out 3 for each one. So you can get 30 redstone in one 10-block application. So 20 blocks will get you a stack of redstone. I might have to turn that down. I might turn that down to 1. Yeah, I might nerf that a little bit. Oh. Today we also learned what an analog crafter is. Still not quite sure what these buttons are for, but we'll figure that out, I guess. Yeah. Especially when I give you recipes like, I don't know. Like something stupid, like make me like 1,000 resonant cell frames or something stupid. You know, just something stupid, like pointless. This button conflict is really annoying. That even though I'm not pointing at my inventory, it still wants to sort my inventory. Middle click. And then we'll turn middle click off for this one. I don't need to pick blocks. Questing? Yes, it already does. It's HQM. Although I don't know where to find it. Somewhere. Can I just type in quest? There it is. So far all I've written is the, I've done basically how you start. Like I haven't done an intro or anything like that yet, but this is how you start. So getting some wood, making a crafting table, making some tools, getting some mulch. This walks you through all the way up to getting all your strainers started and getting your sluice box going. So like then the next set would be probably automation, and then whatchamacallit, modular machines. So it'd be like automating, getting this automated, getting that stuff automated. So making things like yeah, automating them, and then modular machines. So like I have modular machines that run that allow you to do other things. So there's this one and this one. The smush. There's the smush master. There's the smusher. And then there's the smush master. But these do different things. The smusher basically will take I wonder if I can look that up by the recipe. I'll just show you one recipe. So coal, charcoal, charcoal. Yes, they're multi-block machines. Yeah. They don't require power though. You just gotta put some coal in it. Alright, so this is how you make a diamond. This is how you make a diamond. Obviously, the usual way. I didn't put the ingot recipe. I didn't put the nugget recipe in yet. Crap! I gotta put the nugget recipe in. Yeah, I gotta put the nugget recipe in. Alright, let's do that right now. You need 9 ingots, nine nuggets to make 1 diamond. Alright, so that's how you make that. But that's just the beginning. Alright. The nuggets, please go away. The nuggets are made in the smusher. You take 9 blocks of coal. No, I need to change that recipe. I thought I changed that recipe. I could have sworn I changed that recipe. It's supposed to be 1 block of coal and some fuel. Config, no, config, modular machinery, recipe, smusher, diamond. Edit. Yeah, that's supposed to be, I changed the other recipe, not that one. Oops. Save. Go away. Okay. So 9 blocks of coal makes 1 diamond nugget. It's supposed to be 1 block of coal makes a diamond nugget. Now, block of coal recipe obviously is this. You get coal by using either parcel matter, tiny coal, but you can't make tiny coal without coal, or you put it in the smusher. You get a block of charcoal, makes 1 coal. So you need a block of charcoal. You need 9 blocks of charcoal to make 9 coal to make 1 diamond nugget. And then you need 9 diamond nuggets to make a diamond. But charcoal, you can do this way. Charcoal's made with the hardcore way. Not the hardcore way, I should say, the easy way. Like this. The charcoal pile. So you make your wood pile. Make your wood pile and you set it on fire. Pairs are easier. I wonder if there's a pair recipe for diamonds. I don't think there was there? No, there wasn't. All these things are craftable though. Like where I kill you with some grind early game, like you can make up for later. Like the Alkahestry tome, like this shit is craftable. All these things are craftable. All these things have crafting recipes. Except for that. The Witch's Hadstone. But you can spawn in witches. You have witch plants. So like all these things are craftable. Like I screw you in some ways, but then once you get enough shit going on. So essentially you would have to just it's just the grind. Like I'm making it easy but not easy, like easier, hard. I'm making it hard first, but then easy later, like easier later kind of thing. It's just a matter of how you're going to automate it, like how you're going to maintain it. The charcoal pyres and stuff like that, like the charcoal piles, I don't think you can automate that. Yeah, it's going to kill you in the beginning. You're going to get... Like, it even pisses me off. Like, I even changed some recipes, like, oh wow, this is pissing me off, so I'm going to change this recipe. Because I've played a little bit, like, you know, just to see if it's proving some concepts, like... Because eventually once you get up to, like, you know, the point where, like, give me 1,000 diamonds. Because the lore behind this pack is you're a thief and you like to steal things. People, and you like to steal things, and so you were attempting to steal from a group of other thieves, other bad guys, and you got caught. And instead of them just, you know, killing you, whatever, they punished you. Instead of turning you in as well, they punished you by sticking you in that world border and giving you a choice. You can build that portal and come to this world and work for them and do what they tell you to do, and then when you're done doing when you're doing all their, you know, bidding, they'll set you free. They'll set you free, right? Or you can just stay there in that world border in that tiny little spot and just rot away. So that's the lore of the thing. So obviously people would choose to come here. They come here, and the quest book will walk them through setting up their strainers and you know, like just the very, very basics. No. You know, setting up the basics and stuff like that. I don't really know how the end's going to be, but it might be a troll end. Just for shits and giggles. So the quest book will walk you through getting the strainer set up, what you need to do for the multi-blocks, and what you need to do for the sieves, and or the whatever, the sluice box, and et cetera, et cetera. Maybe a little bit about how, like, the dirt works, and you know, what's going on in the mist and stuff. And so it'll walk you through that, and then probably by like chapter 3 it'll start being like, all right, now you've got yourself set up and you know what you're doing. You got, you know, you got this stuff going. Now it's time to put you to work. Yeah, kinda, maybe. And so then it'll be like, you know, now I'm gonna start putting you to work. Now this is what we want, because we can sell this on the black market for a lot of money, or because you try to steal this from us, now you got to make something, you know, like that kind of thing. Like, so the quest book is like, I'm really like being kind of a dick in some of these. Like some of the quest text is just crafting table, duh. You know, like, oh, I didn't put anything for that one. getting as much mulch as you can get forever. You know, just stupid. Shift right click the dirt, duh. Like, I'm just kind of like being a dick to you because I'm a bad guy. Talking to another bad guy. Like, yelling at you, flowing water. Like, so. Just kind of like stupid stuff like that. So remember when we planted this? It's grown 71% now. None of these have grown. Dirt's dead. None of these have grown. Even the mulch disappeared. That's at 42%. This is how slow this grows. This is how slow this stuff grows. This thing hasn't even grown yet. So yeah. Yeah. There's a good chance. There's a good chance. I definitely need a tester. I still haven't gotten anybody to lava yet, other than if you just make a magma crucible. Like, what is it? Yeah, magma crucible. That's like when you get lava. Like, I don't have lava coming at any other point. I'm not sure if we need it, because the minute you get lava, then you can make a cobble gen. And if you can make a cobble gen, then you don't need to do this stuff anymore. You don't need to rely on the rocks that you get from the strainers. Like this was a quarry that I was testing. It just turns everything into cobble, so I was like, no, can't use that. So it's already on. It's already on. If you want the link, it's already on. Whatchamacallit? Curse. I already put it on Curse. But it's like alpha experimental, so I don't know if you can find it. You might not be able to find it. Yeah, Twerse. I put it on Twerse. Here. Ooh, not what I wanted. Hold on. I'm just sending you the link. I'm just posting the link. There. It's called Hoarder's Delight 1K. All of the quests that they're gonna make you do is gonna be for 1,000 of whatever it is. 1,000 of whatever it is. All the quests will be for 1,000 of whatever it is. And so I just shortened it to HD 1K. Make it sound cool. But it's Hoarder's Delight 1K. It's technically Hoarder's Delight 3, but Hoarder's Delight 1K is cool and edgy and hip and although what you're going to get won't have any of the changes I just made today, so I suggest wait. I'm going to upload a new one as soon as I'm done streaming. I'm going to upload all the things that I've just changed today. And so, because I've made a bunch of changes since the last edition. So if you want to wait, just wait. But that being said, I've been on for 3 hours. I gotta go. I'm starving. It's 1 in the morning. I'm gonna eat. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Thank you everybody for pressing all the pretty little buttons and putting up with all my derpiness. Thank you. Yeah, you can wait. Okay, good. I figured you got patience. Yeah, I'll see you guys some other time. Maybe tomorrow morning. Okay. Y'all have a good night. Later, y'all.